midnight, I found out about what been feels good. Being a nigga and six. What's up, gang? Oh, shit. Hold on. Damn, I knew that was gonna happen sooner or later. Give me a sec. No. Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? The cloud. I know it was. I kept delaying it. I was supposed to move it over, but hey, it failed today. All right, so let's get this thing started. Look at that cloud residue everywhere. What y'all doing today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Had to let it breathe, you know. Got tired of having it, wrapped up and shit. All right, so y'all ready to get into this thing? Y'all ready to get into this thing? For Aries. All right, here we go. 3, 2. What time is it? Okay, grocery store cooking for your boys. Okay, okay. Who making pot roast? I just saw some pot roast. Who making pot roast? All right. No dice. let's hop right in to it. All right. All right. Holy Spirit, tap me in the Aries, please. What's up, Aries? Victoria. You pressure. You pressure. Beloved, you pressure. Feeling a sense of victory or triumph, winning. Okay. Somebody has pretty teeth. Self-compassion. So I'm hearing police sirens. You know, I can't tell the difference from this far away. It can be police sirens or, emergency vehicles. Okay, so an emergency could be significant. Okay, an ambulance being called could be significant. Y'all hear it? Y'all probably can't hear it. No, y'all can't hear that. That's all right. Got arrogant. Okay, when you feel excessive pride in yourself, especially when paired with contempt or disrespect for others. Okay, now this type of this arrogant card with these other cards surrounding it. Okay, it doesn't give me the typical arrogant, right? Thinking that you're better than the next person, or just popping your collar a little too much, or rubbing your accomplishments, right, in people's faces, just being arrogant. But this isn't giving me that. This is giving me, who you are, right? Or, you and someone else know who they are, okay? Other people can see it as arrogance because you're not giving what it is that they want to them. People like to use words and misuse them, right, for manipulation, whether they know that they're doing it or not. Okay, they'll use a word that has nothing to do with the subject at hand, right? Okay, sometimes I feel like it's to throw confusion. Other times I feel like they don't know how to correctly use the term, right? Correctly apply it, which still throws confusion. Okay, crush. You have a strong feeling about someone that makes you happy or nervous when they're around. Okay, so yeah, when I drew for the title, yeah, somebody is excited to see or run into someone again. Okay, their crush or your crush. Create. Okay, somebody who inspires you. You can see as a muse. Okay, somebody could paint. Somebody could be an artist of sorts. Somebody could write music. Somebody could sing, rap. Okay, I just heard contemporary. Somebody could play jazz. Somebody play violin. Okay, or just an instrument. Period. Somebody's very musically inclined. Okay, the both of you can be one of you. All right, or music is something that you guys share. Okay, you can be getting messages back and forth from each other. If you're listening to the radio, or you got YouTube playing in the background like so. Okay, their energy will come through the music, right? Okay. Yeah, so you'd be getting it both ways, right? You're getting, if it's say music, right? Your partner's energy's coming in, right? Or potential partner's energy's coming through, but also people that you've left behind are also coming through, right? So a song might play, a love song might play, right? It's coming from your person's, higher self, right? And then after that, you got another love song that comes on, but it's saying, baby, baby, please, don't leave, right? Okay, so something like that. You'll be able to differentiate what's what and who's who. Okay, somebody could be a reader or an intuitive, okay, or have gifts. All right, God-given gifts. I feel like I need to say that because I feel like there's some Bible thumpers, religious nuts, and this is just the terms that are coming that I'm getting. Okay, so pipe down. All right. But yeah, there's some religious nuts in the audience. Okay, that condemn tarot or spirituality or the spiritual community, but they're watching. They're a part of it because they play with spiritual tools behind the scenes. They do. They do. Ace of Swords. Yeah, they do. To bring endings to people, places, or things, right? That deem to be a threat. It's like going in a church. Well, at least I experienced this when I was growing up, right? Before I knew, really who I was, right? What I possessed. Every church that I would ever go to, right? The pastor would always have a problem with me. Always. Always. I didn't know why then, right? But now I know it's because of, my prophetic gifts, right? Rarely you can go into a pastor's church, right? Or at least when I was growing up, you can go into a pastor's church, right? And, there will be other prophets in there or other gifted people in there, right? But the pastor will be threatened by the people that are gifted in there, right? So they'll try to keep a lid on those people, right? Oh no, you can't speak, oh, I got a message from the Most High, right? Oh no, you can't. I'm the pastor. I'm the teacher. I'm the preacher. You can't be doing that. Know your role. You gotta sit. Yeah, maybe later. Okay, yeah. Okay. It's like it reminds me of Saul. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit just reminded me. King Saul, right? When he found out that David, he was already looking for the next person that was going to be king, the person who got anointed before he knew it was David. He was already looking for the person to kill them, right? And a whole family even got killed, right? Got unalived by orders of Saul, right? Thinking that, it was the anointed one's family, and it wasn't. Under his nose the whole time, David. But as soon as he found out about David, he tried to kill David right after he married his daughter. So it's reminded me of that, right? Of course, that story repeats itself, right? It's our history. It's a part of our history. What? God spoke to what? Ending from the beginning. So that means everything that happened in the beginning is a foreshadowing to what will happen later on down the line, right? All it does is happen over and over and over again. Cycles, right? Okay. All right. Okay. ASAP Rocky's name is being brought to me. So ASAP, okay, ASAP, something could be happening ASAP, ASAP, okay, expansion, balance, and divine. That reading is coming up that I did about 8 months ago, maybe, give or take a month or two. If you guys remember, it was about someone's counterpart showing up, right? Having to have dealt with all of the firepower and everything that's been being shot at a person, right? Or the divine feminine, whoever is in the divine feminine energy. The divine masculine, so whoever's been attacking divine feminine energies, right? They're all charging at you right now, right? Painting picture. Charging at you, right? One last hoorah, okay? They're coming to where you are, but by the time you get there, right, your person has already arrived, right? Remember the reading I did titled Backdoor? I think it was titled Backdoor somewhere in there. Your person shows up, and there's like a trap door or a back door that wasn't there before, right? Opens the door, reaches his hand in, and you grab their hand, and you guys are off, right? The people bust through your door in your home, to try to get you, right? But you're nowhere to be found. You're gone, your person's gone. The door that you went out of disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so something miraculous about to happen. Something's about to happen real fast, okay, or pick up speed. Visualization power in the key. I'm taking them with forgiveness on the bottom of the deck. Wake up. Limits. Okay, bless. So, some of you guys have two people coming towards you. There's a person from your past that you walked away from. Could have been just recently for some of you. They want forgiveness. Okay, they had a wake-up call. Something about limits. Okay, knowing their limits. All right, or you knowing yours. Okay, so you walking away from somebody could have, it blessed you, but it could have blessed the other person as well, right? You can still be mirroring that person, but mirroring like their south node energy, right? So you can probably feel them here and there, right? In their south node energy, you know. So if they're feeling angry or mad or something, it might come, you know, you might pick that up, right? You know, fuck this, and you might feel it, right? Okay. So visualization, power, dream catchers can be significant. All right. Key. If this, I have to move over a little bit. Okay. Keep on bumping me. My bad. Need to train. So yeah, somebody's. I don't know if you block somebody or what, but somebody's gonna find a way to contact you. Okay. If they have the cojones. I heard that in my spirit. That's why I said it. Okay, and I know I shit. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. But yeah, this person's gonna try to come back. They're real torn up. Okay, I did pull the cards earlier when I was just chilling in the room, and I pulled out the moon popped out, the 5 of cups, and I think it was the moon, 5 of cups, and the 8 of swords. So somebody's like really in their feelings, in their emotions. Okay. Could be somebody who was kind of arrogant, maybe a jerk, okay? Maybe put y'all in a third party for some of y'all. Conscience. You've unlocked a different part of your Akashic records, okay? Spirit was showing me the other day too about our halos, right? You know, our crown or whatever, okay? And how there is, you know, our Akashics are a part of, you know, who we are, right? You know, it's in our DNA, but Spirit was showing me that when I saw the halo over, you know, it was a picture of the angel. When I saw the halo over the angel's head, Spirit showed me like, you know, like the codes that they have on the Matrix, the movie The Matrix, the codes, right? The numbers and everything. Spirit showed me the halo, and then that's what I saw in the halo, a whole bunch of numbers, right, going in a circle, right? So your Akashics, Spirit was showing me that your Akashics are like written in your crown. Okay, your Akashic records are written in your crown. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. And as you excel, as you rise, right, you unlock different parts of your Akashic records, right? Past life memories, you know, other gifts that you have, okay? Things that you've learned in other lifetimes that you've lived, right? Okay. It's like your own personal library, your history. All right, we got freedom. Moths can be significant, or what are those? Damn it! I just had it on the tip of my tongue. What's that beetle? It's a scarab beetle. A scarab. Okay. I don't know. I just heard flesh eating. So somebody could. Is that MRSA? Isn't that MRSA or something like that? People get that in prison a lot. If I'm not mistaken. Okay. Somebody can have like a flesh eating disease or something like that. Thank you for the donation. I love it. Yeah, somebody has like some type of flesh eating disease. Yeah, I don't. That's scary. All right, let's see. I'm gonna leave those spaces open. I don't even think we need anything in there. Do you gang gang? I'll be outside with my gang. Somebody could be in the gang. Somebody's name could be Janet. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was just singing. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. So somebody's last name could be Jackson. Got new home in reverse. So a home could be being repossessed or foreclosed on, or being taken, or some people can have to move out of the place. Okay, firefighter. Somebody could be a firefighter. Somebody could have tried to. Somebody is a firefighter. Somebody could have tried to start a fire. Okay, to set a fire to a home that doesn't belong to them. Okay, in some way it could belong to you. an inmate, and Lazarus come forth. So somebody could be, while somebody's being free, okay, this could be you being free, right? Or person opposite you being free. Somebody else is going to prison. Somebody could have a history, you know, of being locked up. Somebody could be a cosmetologist, whoever this is. Okay, Cancer, fourth house. Could be somebody's mama that's locked up, or they about to be, you know, the build up. I just heard yay. I just heard yay. The Illuminati. Batter up. Satan worship. Libra. So something about, oh, it's back to back. Look at that. Oh shit. Oh shit. This is a big shift. This is a big shift. Okay. Look at that. Right behind it. Two different decks I put together. Ain't no such thing as coincidence. This is justice in a lot of different places taking place. Okay, so if the home was taken from you, okay, you're getting justice in that. Something's going your way, okay, or something's being balanced back out, or has been balanced back out. Okay, you could be getting word of it. Somebody's name could be Jay. Oregon could be significant, like Oregon State. Okay, but somebody could go to Oregon State University. Somebody could be a part of a sorority, fraternity. Okay, I'm picking up like hazing ritual. Okay, so there, people that were following some of you could be a part of a sorority. Okay, new businesses. I love you, and I'm so sorry. Okay, arrested. A karmic Leo. So Leo got arrested, or they're getting arrested. They're apologetic to you. Okay, they love you and they're sorry for whatever they did. Got dragon in the reverse. Somebody can be born in the year of the dragon, or generational curse breaker. June in the reverse. So whoever this person is with the name Jay could have did something in June. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. They tried to offset something. They tried to turn something on its head. Okay, you know, rearrange something that was already aligned to happen a certain way. Okay, black obsidian, it's giving me protection. Okay, from darker energy. So this person could be losing a job, or they could be being exposed in a position. Yeah, it's giving me there like a fire-breathing dragon towards you, whoever this is. That's why this dragon's in reverse, because you've broken a curse. Okay, so this person's been or will be arrested. Libra is out here twice. Okay, people going to jail or prison. Okay, there's going to be some these secret societies or people that are in them being arrested. These satanic worshipers caught up and arrested. Yeah, so okay, so they're losing everything that they have, right? Things that they've stolen over the generations. These dark bloodlines. Yeah, that's why this firefighter's here. Like everything's on fire wherever these people are. Everything's on fire. They're doing every ritual that they know to do in the book. Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Okay, you've built an immunity to all the attacks that they've attacked you with, right, or sent towards you. You're immune to this shit at this point. Okay, that spiritual muscle, you've built that spiritual muscle, so like you're yoked, you're stacked. You know what I'm saying? You cannot be penetrated. Pause. mean, unless you want to. Pause. I'm just. All right. Let's see here. Live free. Somebody can make dream catchers, okay, or somebody could have the idea to make dream catchers, okay. Some type of different type. I'm seeing like different types of dream catchers I've never seen before. Okay, so somebody has this idea, all right, or somebody needs to act on this idea. Okay, you might be nervous or something like that, or you might feel like, you know, oh, people weren't gonna buy, you know, my dream catcher, or if it's not dream catcher, whatever it is, okay, don't think like that. And you know, I can take my own advice too, right? With certain things, you know, it's just like, let's say that you're a singer, right? Or you rap, okay? You know, your extraordinary gifts, to you, they're going to seem regular, right? Okay, so to you, you know, you might write a couple of bars, right, that are fire. You know what I'm saying? They're not just punchlines, but they, you know, it's substance, right? But you might not think it sounds good enough, right? Or that, you know, things line up enough, right? You be a perfectionist. But someone outside of you listening to it, oh my gosh, it's off confirmation, it's off the chain. You know, they've never heard anything like it, right? So what's extraordinary to you, right? It's regular to you because you are you, right? What you can do is normal to you. You've been doing it your whole life, you know? So remember that when you're creating, when you're doing what you're doing, okay? You might think something's mediocre, but it is not, okay? It's just regular to you because you regularly operate in it. Does it make sense? Okay? Somebody is so mad that you didn't need what they took from you in order to forward yourself. So somebody could have took money, like I said, the home, okay? They thought that you were going to need those things in order for you to get somewhere, okay? But you ended up building or starting your own empire, okay? Or you are, depending on what, you know, timeline you're on. Couldn't stop you. Got a King of Cups out here. Knight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, the Star. King of Cups is fighting, okay? Fighting for what they want, all right? Something about starting your own family tree. This is you I'm talking to, or the person opposite you? So somebody got a personal read the other day, right? And it turned out to be one of, you know, the karmics, right? And I can tell by how the story came out on the table. And it was talking about a whole bunch of swinger couples, right? That, you know, were sleeping together, and, you know, someone or some people were pregnant, and, you know, nobody knew who the fathers were. Okay, there were people outside of those groups that they were sleeping with. Like, there's some type of chaos going on when it comes to paternity. Okay, you want me to say that like that? Spirit said orgy babies. Hey, 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 hey. That's what I just heard. Orgy babies. Okay. Yeah, I know. Shit. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I know. Okay. Nine of Wands. Okay, recent. What you doing back there? Oh, me. So somebody got their boundaries up. Okay. Too many. Somebody could love plants. Okay, something about house plants. Dang, Spirit, why are you giving me multiple cards? Please, just give me one at a time. Nine of Wands. Leo said Aries. Reader. So I feel like somebody could be protecting you. Okay, there's like a boundary being put up or that's been put up on around you. Okay, whether you know it or not, Four of Pentacles, I feel like whoever this person is opposite you is protecting you, right? You got your own boundaries up, yes, but it's like somebody put an extra barrier up around you. Feels like there's an understanding of someone's role here. Somebody understands their role, okay, in your dynamic. Okay, it's like something dawned on them, or they could have did some research, or you guys have been elevating together. You've been ascending together. So somebody, of course, has been getting more downloads. Okay, so they understand better. Four of Pentacles, yeah, they understand better. Okay. The Hermit, confirmation of what I said. King of Wands, Page of Wands, the Chariot, the Seven of Wands, Queen of Cups. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, sorry, my bad. This is exciting. This is exciting. Okay, so you got a King of Wands out here. It feels like, just without me even looking at the cards, like it's so clear. This person's like made a turnaround or something like that. Seven of Pentacles, death. You know, it could have been hard for this person to get something, to understand something. Now, I'm not calling them slow or anything, but let's just say the energies could have been so jammed up that this person could not see, who was who, right? Left from right, right? The compass was broken, right? Okay. Which throws off, the magnetic pull, right? That apparently the earth has, to pull whatever you call it, the pointer in whichever direction. Okay, this person has good news, okay, or they have something that could be good news, okay, to express to you. It could be about a passionate new beginning or something like that, moving forward with something or overcoming something together. This person wants to protect you, or they're protective over you, like really, really protective over you. Leo, Sag, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo. Oh, somebody sees you very clearly. So they must have not seen you very clearly in the past. Goodness. Archangel Raphael, can you block whoever, put up a barrier. Put up a little fence to that energy for me, please. Thank you. All right, what else? Aries. So somebody is the cornerstone. Somebody is the chief cornerstone. That the builders rejected. Okay, Two of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. Okay, so somebody's understanding something better, right? Okay, something that a Queen of Swords / whoever this reader is a Queen of Swords, or intuitive, or whatever you do or they do. This person, something's making sense to this person now. Okay, Seven of Cups, Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords, 10-10. Something about a relatives betraying someone, some type of family betrayal. This is making sense to somebody now, or something is balanced. It makes sense. Judgment. Yeah, so somebody can make a decision. Now that something makes sense, the lover, somebody has, somebody has the correct information to make some type of informed decision. Okay. Feels like somebody's in a rush. Page of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords reverse. So somebody can't stalk someone anymore? Like something's been brought to a halt because of some type of new information. So somebody could have got pulled over while stalking you? Three of Cups? Like following you or something like that in a car for some of you? You know, it's reminding me of the other night, right? Because somebody was outside when I went out to take Judah out. I think it was like, it's probably like 1 in the morning or something like that. Between midnight, 1 in the morning. Um, you know, and one of them were sitting in the parking lot, right? Now I didn't see where, right? But my my spidey senses was tingling, right? And I don't know how to describe it. It's like I don't know how to describe it. It just spider senses. Okay. I felt the tingle. Okay, death in the reverse. But just like I just described, right? Somebody could have gotten caught spying on you or staking out your place. Somebody traced some information that this Queen of Swords slash reader spoke on, some type of truth they spoke. They traced it. Okay, it could be about a death. Somebody could have thought somebody was unalive this whole time, but they could still be alive. Okay, this could be a grandparent. This could be anyone. Okay. I feel like something could be a little different than maybe you thought it was. Okay, there is something's deeper. Something's deeper. That's too many. More players involved. Okay, specific players are significant. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, Six of Wands. So a mother and a daughter duo. Capricorn, Cancer. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be any of those signs. It could be any, but these ones specifically. So a Capricorn, a Cancer, and a Scorpio. It's significant. Libra. High Priestess and the Page of Wands. So something that this High Priestess said was good news to someone. Something that this High Priestess said about a person was good news. Okay, a type of clue was given, or the last puzzle piece to something. This could be an investigation. Okay, the Hierophant, yes, is the entity. Somebody could be a police officer. Nine of Pentacles. Ace of Cups reverse. Somebody could have lied and said that they were in a relationship with you to get somebody to go in a different direction. Three of Swords, Ace of Wands. Somebody's lying on their dick. Or they yoni. Okay. Somebody said that they slept with you or that they were with you still or that you guys sleep together here and there, you know, on and off. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Somebody could have saw that. Okay, Leo, it just popped off the top of the deck. So these two feminines, this mother and daughter duo, they were interferences in your past potential love relationships. Like damn near every last one of them. A jealous sister and a jealous mother. Envious. The star, the Hierophant. Envious of your destiny and your relationship with the Most High. I don't see how a person can be jealous of your relationship with the Most High if they don't want one themselves. You know, that makes sense to me. What are you jealous for? The same thing that you can have. I feel like it has something to do with your dedication, right? You cannot be, you know, somebody thinks because they had you that they could, you know that saying that, you know, parents used to say or could still say, you know, I brought you into this world, I'll take you out too, right? No, you won't. That's not your right. People say that shit like it's their right to do so. No, your body just carried, God, made that happen. I mean, think about it. Like, think about birth. A human coming out of another human. Like, think about that. Like, that is crazy. That's wild. You want to talk about magic? You know what I'm saying? Real life magic. Look at childbirth. Starts from just, an embryo and sperm cells. And I believe the female embryo chooses the sperm cell. Like look at the intelligence there. You get what I'm saying? Like intelligent, like everything is intelligent. Doesn't have to have two eyes and a mouth and ears and everything in creation is intelligent. It has an intelligence to it. Even the trees outside. Okay? Everything. I don't know why I needed to say that, but apparently I did. The lovers, somebody still feels a strong connection with you. This Leo. Okay, it looks like they've cut out a third party or they've cut out something. This strength card is cutting off a portion of this Three of Swords. So somebody is not in a third party situation anymore, or they don't love someone or have love for someone. I don't know, there could be a conversation that's had here. Okay, I feel like there's parts of a story missing, or, excuse me, confirmation. You could not know every detail to whatever happened. Like, that's what I'm feeling coming from this person, like they want to talk to you. And for some of you, they may have never even spoken to you before, made a passage or anything, right? This might be the first conversation you have. Everything else is just energetic. This person, like, they want you to, like, you know when a man, okay, let's say a man and a woman, right? You know when a man will lay, man or woman, woman, man, whatever. But when a person will lay in another person's lap, right? Typically a man, right? Laying in a woman's lap. And you know the woman strokes his head or whatever and rubs his back, massage his shoulder. Like, being taken care of, right? Being attentive, right? Somebody sees that in you, right? And it's kind of like this person fantasizes about like laying on your lap or laying in between your legs. Y'all watch the movie to get like this person fantasizes about that. You see how she's touching the lion, rubbing the lion's chin? Like, it's all right. You ain't got to be a lion, roaring all the time. So you calm this person down or something like that, or something about their temperament. You make them feel like everything is going to be okay. Somebody's name could start with a K. This person's real broken up about someone. They could have did something sneaky, okay, or been kind of arrogant, cocky. I'm getting playing both sides of the fence, showing you one face, and then behind the scenes, they're a whole nother person. This person could have lied to you or put you in a third party, expecting you not to know about it, and you just left. You just walked away, and this person's been going through it ever since. The person they were baited away from or towards either left them, okay. Somebody could have said that they were pregnant with somebody's baby. Somebody could be pregnant with somebody's baby, okay. Somebody just couldn't keep the dick in the pants. They just couldn't do it. They just couldn't do it. They are so regretting it. Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you said something. I feel like if this is you, I feel like you warned somebody. You warned them, and they tested you. They tried your patience anyway. They left you hanging. King of Cups. Three of Wands. Okay, so now you got a King of Cups. That definitely sees the future with you. Okay. This person could have they could be a seer. They could have foresight. You guys could share in that gift. You guys are both highly intuitive. Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands. Somebody could have been scared of oh, okay. Whoever this past person you walked away from, they didn't expect to fall in love with you. What you out here doing? What? I ain't gonna take all these, but I'm gonna look at them. Damn. 10 of Swords reverse, 10 of Cups reverse. 3 of Cups. Oh, Spirit said take them. Okay. 4 of Swords reverse, King of Wands reverse. The 9 of Wands and the 8 of Swords. What the hell is that? Okay, my bad. So whatever someone found out, they were able to heal from it. Okay, or it allowed them to start to heal from something. A betrayal. Okay, could it have something to do with family, their family, yours, somebody they have family with. Okay, and a group of friends that are not friends. You know, a lot of these people just came together to go against you, right? Okay, you know, all they needed to hear was, you know, a story about you or something bad about you. They already had whatever they had in their heart, you know, toward you. They already had that in there. They just needed an excuse to act on it. And nothing gives a follower more confidence than to follow other people that have a problem with someone, right? Okay, they'll never do that on their own. It's a group of people here that are embarrassed. Okay, friends connected to your ex-friends could be connected to your family. Your family could have hired them on or something like that. Okay, yeah, I'm getting a little freak fest. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. It's giving Diddy, not actually Diddy, but it's giving a Diddy type situation. Okay, baby oil and all. Uh, Slip and slide records. So Florida can be significant. Do they even have slip and slide records anymore? It's King of Wands up here that cannot sleep. Okay, this person can be tempering, like they cannot be like laying with anyone, like laying with anyone, sex wise. Well, let's see. I feel like you unlock something in this person's consciousness. Mm-hmm. They could be worried about something. It's King Wands reverse. The Two of Wands. Maybe about a direction that they took. The Nine of Cups that they thought was going to be prosperous. Okay, or something could have turned out that way. Somebody could be undercover. Death. Five of Wands, the Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Somebody could be an undercover cop or detective or something like that. I got that once I put that Nine of Cups down. Somebody could have been investigating a death. I heard infiltration. The Magician, the Queen of Pentacles. So somebody could have passed away. Okay, and there's people fighting about some type of truth, or the truth being out, or something being out, something's cleared, something's being cleared up. Okay, like everybody knows whatever it is about a Queen of Pentacles, or what happened to a Queen of Pentacles, or this can be what a Queen of Pentacles did to someone. Okay, the High Priestess, maybe to a High Priestess. So a Queen of Pentacles did to a High Priestess. Two of Pentacles, yeah, tried to destiny swap with them. Okay, stole their work. Okay, plagiarizing. And just FYI for those of y'all that's new in here, okay, if you see a WhatsApp number in, you know, below in the comments somewhere, that's not me, okay? That's not any of us. Okay, any of the, you know, upright readers. That's not any of us. Okay, those are scams. You know, it said, oh, the Lord, God told me this, and He said this is gonna happen for you, and all this and that. Or yeah, you text this number on WhatsApp. Like, I've come to learn that people use WhatsApp either when they're cheating, okay, you know, they're scamming, okay, or you know, some other reason, okay, that they don't want confirmation, that they don't want to be known, okay. You know, a lot of those apps are like that, right? You know, if they can't give you their actual phone number, you know, they give you a WhatsApp number, you know, you question it. You know, I ain't saying be, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Paranoid, right? But just be aware, okay? Because why can't you give me your actual number? You know what I'm saying? Right? I don't want to, you know, I want to be able to see your face. You know what I'm saying? Not like you can't do that on there, but you get it. You get it. Okay, this high priestess exposed a group of people, a group of friends, 10 of wands, and a family. Now they're all burdened. Okay, page of wands, because you got some type of good news coming in. Ace of wands, something light you up. Okay, like a Christmas tree. Two of pentacles. Yeah, it's gonna change. It's gonna change the dynamic of whatever you've been experiencing or living. Okay, the Emperor, Ace of cups, Four of pentacles, judgment. You got an Emperor that's not letting you go. Okay, wouldn't even think of it. Or you're this Emperor, you won't let somebody go. Aries, man or woman. The Empress, look at that, underneath the High Priestess. So this Empress High Priestess is tearing people's, tearing assholes up. Excuse my friend, I don't know why. Like, Spirit team, blame it on Spirit team. Okay. Tower, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, something is about to explode. It's about to spring forth, burst open. Six of Cups, Knight of Swords, Six of Swords, Two of Cups, Justice. Oh, somebody's pissed off. Yeah, somebody's handing somebody's ass to them about the past. It's like somebody's going back to the past. It's like going to a crime scene, right, and doing a forensics. Or this could be a crime scene. Somebody's doing, it could be, CSI. But it's like somebody going back to a crime scene, okay, after they've already been there, and finding other clues. Seeing that much more clear. Okay, could be about a couple, okay, or about an opportunity that somebody got in the middle of, or somebody, made it apparent to put themselves in the middle of. Justice, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Somebody tried to put their karma onto this Nine of Pentacles energy. This Nine of Pentacles Justice energy. This person is karma. This person is karma. They're walking, talking karma. This is the person that God sends into people's lives, when God has been calling these people and talking to these people, and these people have been ignoring the Most High, right? They don't want to hear it, right? They've been doing what they've been doing, and God been giving them grace or whatever. Then God sends you in, right? You come into contact with them. Now their testing begins, right? However they treat you is going to determine their future, okay? They treat you shit, they will get shit on their plate. Okay? And all of the back pay of shit on their plate that they've done to all of the other people before you. Okay? You're the last stop, right? The last ditch effort. If they don't get it with you, you know what I'm saying? Time's up, right? Okay, so you got a good tower coming here. This is a good tower. This is something that you want. Okay, Tower, Nine of Cups. Page of Pentacles. You can receive like an award or something like that, or some type of congratulations for something that you've done. Queen of Swords. Yeah, something that you've done bravely, single-handedly. Okay, you and the help of your ancestors, of course. The world. And whatever you do, you're doing it for the world, right? I mean, not the world, but, the world. God's creation, okay? And you came to clean house. The Hermit. You know how in the Matrix, when the agents, they turn into people, right? They take over people's bodies or whatever, and they turn into an agent, right? Remember when Neo went to go visit the Oracle, and they were sitting there talking, and she was like, yeah, we don't have much time or whatever. And then the lady that was walking by, right? Remember she was carrying groceries, an old lady? It was Obolita, somebody's Obolita. Carrying groceries, and then she dropped the orange or something like that or whatever. And then she started glitching, right? She started glitching, and she turned into the agent, right? And then she came at Neo. And everybody that was in a certain range started turning into agents. People watching out the window started turning into agents, hopping out the window, right? I feel like you're giving the reverse or the opposite effect. Okay, you're turning agents into who they are, like underneath that. Yeah, you're freeing the captives. You're waking those who are asleep. You're triggering their awakening. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, somebody knows that they're caught. Man, somebody out here speaking like you might not even know how accurate you are. You might, but you've given like damn near every detail to something. All somebody had to do was follow the breadcrumbs, follow the words that you were speaking, and they did. Somebody tried to hide too, hide evidence. They still got caught. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, something could have been dug up. Somebody could try to bury something to hide it. Queen of Wands. You got an ex-friend out here, an ex-jealous ass, hating ass friend, ex-friend, hater, the Magician. Okay, something about manifested beauty. Okay, you could be aging backwards. Justice. Okay, that's a part of your karma. Two Cups, you and your person. You guys could be you could look real young for your age. Okay. Or somebody's person could be younger. Death in the Page of Cups. Ooh. So some evidence was found that one of you guys' exes poisoned you. Okay? If you were poisoned in the past, like your boy, okay, you know, they put something in your cup or your food or whatever, you know, on that one night that they decided to, oh, babe, I'll make dinner, you know, I'll make, you know, I'll get you something to drink, you know, whole time y'all been together, they ain't never offered you to get you nothing to drink, they ain't never cooked, they ain't never took it out the fucking trash, okay, all of a sudden they want to cook, all of a sudden they wanna make drinks for you know, yeah, because they poisoning you, or they did. Okay, Six of Swords. You know, watch what you're drinking. Watch who's preparing your food. Watch who's preparing your drinks. All right, at home or anywhere else. Seven of Wands. The Six of Wands. Yeah, somebody could have given some information too about a death. Okay, something about a Scorpio. Somebody could think that their grandparent is deceased and they're not. You know, if you wanna, because I believe the pictures, you know, the satellites, I believe they're recent. I think they take pictures like every 6 months or something like that. You know, the satellites. Google Earth. Somebody go to Google Earth. Google the address that you're looking for, and you're going to see something in the picture. Okay, in the satellite viewing. Okay, if I'm talking to you, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, go to Google and type this, and it'll give you the street view and everything, and look. Somebody's standing at a property or something like that. You're going to see a face or someone on the satellite. Okay, type in the address. Now. Do it now. I don't know. Spirit saying do it now. Alright, let's look at these love cards right quick. New deck I got the other day, in case y'all wanna. You know. Done settling. Okay. Cosmic connection. Look at that. Because you loved yourself. That's why this connection's coming in for you. You loved yourself enough to the point where you healed enough to be ready to step into this thing. I swear I'll be trying to make the reading shorter. I just part of my purpose is to talk a lot. Which is crazy because off camera I'm pretty quiet. So much so that people find me intimidating to approach. But let's see. All right. So we got toxic talk. Okay. The way you're speaking to each other is causing harm, not healing. Words have energy, and right now they're wounding. Okay, walking away. So somebody could have said something to you or about you, okay, that got you to walk away, and you walked or ran into somebody who's infatuated with you. For some of y'all, could be same sex, but you ran into somebody who's infatuated with you. Okay, some of y'all could have left a marriage, could have left the ring, okay, or an engagement. You could have said, you know, fuck this. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it with you for life. No, I don't want to deal with this for the rest of my not this, not this. I want to enjoy it. Travel partner. Okay, you and somebody might go on trips together or a trip pretty soon. No strings attached. Okay, so somebody could have a travel partner out here. Or somebody could have a travel bae, or somebody that somebody could have met somebody on vacation or on a trip one time. Okay, and you know, had a little fling, and ever since then, them and this person has been meeting up at different destinations. Okay, to see each other. That could be a love story for some of y'all. All right, something turning into something else. Possessiveness. Oh, or that could be turned into something else. So the lines are blurred here with something and somebody. Doesn't feel like y'all at all, but you know, it could be anybody. Something's supposed to be like no strings attached, you know, just to travel, have fun type of thing, but somebody's possessive. Why? Somebody's possessive. Bad timing. Loving yourself, done settling. Okay, power couple. So somebody doesn't mean what they say, obviously. Ride or die in friend zone. With fading feelings. Okay, this could be somebody that you walked away from recently. Okay, you know, they turned you off. Whatever they did, okay, they turned you off. Okay, you don't have the same feelings you have for them. Like, you can still love them or whatever, but you're not in love with them. You know, you don't, you know, you can even still be sexually attracted to them, right? That doesn't mean love, that means attraction, okay? But you know that there is nothing there for you, right? It's not going to serve you at all. At all. You know, it's not like you can just hook up with somebody one time and it just be, you know, even that's dangerous, okay? Especially if people don't love themselves and they don't give a shit about, you know, you, okay? Digital love. Somebody could have friend zoned another person. Whoever this person that you left behind, this person watches you online, okay? They give mixed signals, or they feel like you're giving mixed signals. They want to make a move, but it's for money. Love lessons is for money. This person may really, you know, love you, have feelings for you, but it's still for, you know, I don't know. This could be a YN. Fading feelings. This could be a YN. Okay. You know how them YNs be doing. Okay. Afraid to love. Yeah. Walking away. Definitely somebody walked away from. Yeah, I'll use this one. Dick Tracy. Oh man, I remember Dick Tracy. Damn. I still want one of those cars. I can't remember what the name of it is, but I want one of them cars. Talking about Dick Tracy, it just reminds me of Harlem. I don't know why. Since I was a kid, I don't know. It's just one of those weird things. I see that car or that time period, and I just think New York, Harlem. Alright, let's see what the future holds. Two of Cups. Okay, two people's cups are filled to the brim, so something is ready. Right? You see how it's ready? This water's ready to spill over the side? Right? Both of you guys are filled to the top, which means you're filled here. So you guys are about to, something's about to, didn't I say earlier? Something's being poured out. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, 9 of Cups. Something's being poured out. Emotions. Okay. Feelings. passion, excitement, fun, okay, adventure, the world, adventure. Man, you and somebody are gonna have fun, like fun. Like you and somebody match each other perfectly. Okay, and somebody likes your goofiness, okay, judgment. You're serious, but you know how to still remain yourself, right? You don't shy away from allowing your inner child to play. You know, the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, something's going to be very public, and this feels like God is doing this on purpose. It's like parading the two of you around. You know, God would make an example out of people. Like this is leading by example. Like confirmation. Thank you. The Most High is going to parade the two of you around, like proudly. It's like a father putting their kids on their shoulder. You know, have you ever you've seen a proud father, right? Before, a person proud to be a parent, a father to their kids, right? You know how proud of them they are. They like to show them off. They like, this is mine, right? That's how God's about to do with y'all. Okay, these is mine. They're mine. Okay, this is how it's done, right? This is the example. Okay, all right. Nine of Swords. Yeah, of course people gonna hate you for it, but hey, it's part of the territory. I don't mind it nowadays. I don't care. Hate me, hate me, please. Okay, the Fool. Shit, don't bother me at all. Don't bother me at all. I love the challenge. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like it. I do. I've always liked challenge. Something in me that just makes me rise to the occasion. I can't help it. King of Cups. All right, here comes King of Cups. Okay. Somebody have something planned out? Okay. Oh, I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna say much more than that. Okay. Got the Four of Cups. Six of Swords, Justice. Queen of Swords. That's such a just annoying energy. Somebody's fame hungry. You need to chill out. Believe me, there's nothing where that fame is that's not. You're not missing nothing basically. Okay, you're not. Okay, your problems ain't gonna disappear and go away. The more money, more problems. Biggie was not lying. Okay, he wasn't. When somebody's upset that they have to deal with karma while you move forward, while you and someone move forward. Somebody could, yeah, I'm seeing somebody walk through the gates. It's prison. Ten of Swords. This is prison. Somebody's getting off the bus, walking into the gates on the chain gang. You know how they're chained to each other on the bus, right? The prisoners, Six of Wands. Something could be, there could be reporters, news reporters. Okay, damn. Archangel Raphael, block whoever that is, please. Journalists. The Star. Yeah, Inquirer. Eight of Cups. So paparazzi, okay, basically. Eight of Cups. Back out. Something's high profile. Four of Wands in the reverse. So this is the house, the new home in the reverse that came out in the beginning. Here it is. Okay, Four of Swords, Four of Wands reverse. Eight of Cups, the Emperor. Okay, so some people being put out of a space, a home. There could even be an Emperor that was supplying a living space for some people, okay, or letting some people stay with them until they figured out what these people were really on. The Hermit in reverse. A bunch of irresponsible people who do not take accountability for anything that they do. The Knight of Cups reverse. Five of Wands reverse. The Knight of Wands reverse. Three of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, King of Wands. Damn. The Lovers, the Queen of Cups. What? Somebody is sending someone towards an Emperor to confuse them, okay? To plant some seeds of doubt. All right, so if you're this Emperor, you know, just be aware of that. Okay, somebody might try to show up as if they're concerned, okay, about you, or if they care, like as though they care about you. No, they're just there to plant seeds of discord. Okay. Okay, so a collaboration here. Okay, Three of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Somebody wants to work with you. Okay, this could be a group of people. This could be scouts. These could be, you know, investors. Okay, there's some, or this could be a person. But this Three of Pentacles, so it's multiple people here. But people want to work with you. Okay, they want to build or be a part of something. A Queen of Cups and a Queen of Swords. This could be the same person too. They could be trying to latch on to this King of Wands here. That has a spiritual connection with some of you. To try to have a shoe in the door. Okay. Let me see. What's that? Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Judgment. Yeah, I knew some sneaky shit going on. So a King of Swords can be ghosting this Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. Or they're being asked to do something. Or this person could be doing something on their own. Like they won't stop doing something, or they wouldn't stop. The Emperor, the Two of Swords, the Five of Cups. Three of Wands, the Unspoken, King of Coins. If somebody's trying to make you feel like, if you're this Emperor, somebody's trying to make you feel like there's something wrong between you and your person, or like, because I just said somebody's going to try to sow seeds of discord, okay? Now that's what I'm feeling. All right, so don't let nobody plant ideas in your head when things are fine. Don't do it, okay? Every time I say that, I'm just forewarning. Every time I come up here and warn somebody, typically a masculine, okay, they do the opposite. So, me telling you that, don't do it, okay? You know, do what you want, but I'm telling you and showing you, okay, it's not going to end well, okay? You're going to let somebody have you miss out on something that's meant for you. That is absolutely meant for you. Ten of Cups. Okay? Don't let nobody come from outside and interrupt your, what's it called? Your empire, your kingdom. Don't do it. But yeah. King of Wands, the Lovers, Queen of Cups, Six of Wands. This King of Wands wants to come in and they want to talk. All right? But I'm going to leave it there, beloved. Okay? You got a King of Wands coming towards you and you got a Emperor. All right? You have to make a decision, and you could have a King of Pentacles and a what are they? An Aries or something like that. It's giving retrograde energy. Okay, I don't even know if we're. I think we're. Are we in the shadow period? I'm not sure. Okay, but it feels like that. But I'm not sure. But you got choices to make. All right, make your choices. I'll holler at y'all later. Love y'all, but love you on Donation Channel, book personal info below the video. All right, spiritual hygiene. Stay up on that. Okay, keep cleansing your energy. Make sure you do it double time, triple time. All right, salt baths. You know, do your thing. Okay, get down with the get down. Clean your space. All right, get rid of old things you don't wear anymore, you don't use anymore. You know, go through your shit and see if you got excess things hidden in there somewhere. Like, just it's kind of like a spring cleaning, right? Ain't gotta be spring for you to do, right? Okay, so just be keep the way clear. All right, all right. I love y'all, beloved. I'll holler at y'all later. Be easy, stay prayed up, and that's it. Oh, thank you for the little dog. I holler. This is